Hello and welcome back to the channel. So today's conversation is about signs that a man loves a woman or signs that he loves you. Okay. So before we go into the conversation, this conversation is not a short attention span conversation. So advising this all ties in the end. Okay. So why this conversation? Well, because I was going to do this for my other channel, my private channel, but I decided to do it here too. Okay. So, the reason for this conversation is because a lot of women in the past, the present, and of course the future too, because this is all happening all at the same time. A lot of women have been manipulated by the word love. They've been manipulated by men with the word love, because love is a word that men use to manipulate women with. And one thing you must remember that is that men do not love like women love. Okay. Men love a little, men love in the way that it's based on what they do, what they give to you and such, and them remembering how it makes them feel. Whether, if it makes them feel good. Now, if it makes them feel good, okay? Okay, so, and one thing you must think about is that if a father who who has maybe a daughter, okay, at some point in her life, a man will probably try to use the word love to manipulate her. He will use the word love as a manipulation tool. So she must be mentally and emotionally prepared to not be hoodwinked or bamboozled by the word love. Okay. So yes, because one thing you must remember is that men do not fall in love early on in the beginning. Men do not love you in the beginning, not early on. Okay. Men actually fall in lust. Okay. Men lust you. They are infatuated. They do not fall in love early on in the beginning. So you must remember that. So this is why, like any chucklehead can tell you, oh, I love you, or, I'm in love with you. But that's not enough. There have to be some actions attached to those words. Okay. Because once you mention your boundaries and your requirements to a man, that's when your financial requirements or your financial desires to a man, that's when he will bring up love. Okay, because a lot of times, a lot of those men, that's all they have to offer. A lot of them are not even about much of anything, so that's when they will bring up love to try to manipulate you. That's when a man wants to add love, love, blah, blah, blah. What about love? Yes. So, one thing you must remember is that when they bring up love, you have to think, oh, well, love, what about it? I was born with it. I have it. I was born into it. I will have it with me. And I love myself unconditionally. So any little love that a man is going to bring me or give me will just be a bonus, okay? Because I'm fulfilled within. I'm not some empty vessel just waiting to be fulfilled with love by a man. So he's going to have to bring more than just love, okay? So, because, and I said that men do not fall in love early on in the beginning, they fall in lust. Yes, they lust you. Well, it is up to a woman to convert that lust into love, to activate the switch, to turn that lust into love. Okay. Because yes, it's natural. If you are a radiant, vibrant, intoxicating woman, a man will lust. He will lust you. So it's up to you to ensure that he converts that lust into love. He switch on the switches. He activates the switches to turn that lust into love. And there are signs that you can look for to see whether, that lust is being turned into love. Okay. And we're going to look into that. Okay. So now, actually, let's look into that. Okay. So the first sign, one sign that a man is converting that lust into love is when he pays all these bills. Okay. When he starts paying all these bills, when he pays your bills, because um, a man really provides and protect. And since a man provide and protects mean he protects you from bills. He protects you from all these bills by providing. Okay. Protection from all these bills. Yes. Okay. So, because if he loves you, then he will not want to see you be unhappy with bills. He will want to pay your bills, and that will make you happy. And he's protecting you from all these bills. Okay. So now, what is the second sign? Well, another sign is when a man invests financially into you, when he elevates you financially. Because when a man invests financially into you, then you you can be grateful. Because just say, for instance, like if you were in a bad financial situation, like maybe, I don't know, you had a bad car. Now he was able to get you in a better car, or you didn't have a good house and he was able to get you in a better house. Okay. Or your credit was bad and he was able to take action, take steps to elevate your credit, where maybe you had a 500 credit score, 400, I don't know. But then he took steps, took action to elevate your credit score, to bring your credit score up to 6, 7, 800. Okay. So that is good. That man is going directly to heaven. Okay. He should be in heaven. I don't care. So yes, a man invests financially into you, and it's good, because one thing you must remember is that when a man invests, he is more likely to hold on to his investment. Okay. And you are like that investment. He's more likely to stay around a lot longer, and he's more likely to protect his investment. And he will probably track his investment and look into his investment because he has invested. So even if a man, decides to leave you, or the relationship ends, or the marriage ends, at least you know that he invested. So that way you won't be so, upset or mad because he's invested. He can go. Okay. Yes. So this is why, like, a lot of women, when a man leaves them, or when a marriage ends, a relationship ends, they get upset, they get mad. Why? Well, because usually, like, the woman probably invested a lot. She probably gave up herself too soon, or she did a lot, and while the man, he didn't invest as much. Maybe if he had put her in a car or in a house, like paid for like trip expenses, and maybe gotten jewelry, just money in her account, all kinds of things. So that way she wouldn't feel like she lost so much, and he didn't invest, he didn't give much. Okay. So yes, it's important that a man invests into you. That shows you that that lust is being converted into love, or that lust has been converted into love. Okay. So now, what is the third sign? Well, another sign is when a man contributes to your well-being, like your emotional well-being, your mental well-being, physical well-being, your health and your safety and such. He contributes to that because I mean, mental health is important, okay? Yes, mental health is important. So he contributes to your well-being because he's not just there for fun, okay? He wants to um see you looking good, okay? Which is important. Yes, it's important. He wants to see you looking good and feeling good, okay? And he wants to see you safe. So yes, it's important. So those are the signs that a man loves you, or that you have converted that lust that he had for you in the beginning into love, okay? So you don't have to beg men or chase them down or do any of that, because they want to do it for you. They want to step up and take action to do it for you. Okay. Yes. And lust is not a bad thing. It's actually a good thing, because this is how nature um well, I'm not going to say trick, because you as a woman, you do not even need to trick a man. It's nature who's doing it. Okay. This is how nature tricks men into continuing the human population, the human species. It is that lust. It is what they get from that lust, the reward men get from that lust, from lusting after you, that helps us continue the human population. So, less is not a terrible thing. Okay. It's just that you shouldn't just have that, just that. You have to convert that lust into love. Okay. Turn that lust into love. Okay. And besides, it is nature who is doing this to men. Okay. Because perhaps maybe the decision is not being made by men. Maybe men are not making the decision. The decision has already been made for them. The decision is being made for them by nature. Okay. So they are lusting, and that lust is for a reason. Yes. So next time a man tries to use the word love as a manipulation tool, or they try to hoodwink you and bamboozle you, um, remember that you love yourself intensely. That any little love that a man is going to bring you is just going to be a bonus. Okay, so you have to make sure that he is able to provide financially. Okay, yes. So I think I'll end it here. And also, the providing is like more to help convert that lust into love. Okay. So I think I said enough without saying too much. Okay. So I think I'll end it here. Yes. So that's all I had to say without saying too much. I hope you've been inspired by this conversation. So be inspired. Bye.